are you? Where are you? No. And I'm so... What the hell is it? And I'm so sorry. There it is. I've been looking forward to this bit for ages. Getting rid of this sand deadening. Because we won't need that where we're going. Right, okay, fair enough. So, just to update you, I told you we sold the radio, didn't I? 25 quid for that. We've now sold the spare wheel, and we got tenner for that because it was a bit scabby. And then we've also sold the rear wiper. We got $18.99 plus postage for that, and that's it so far. Very, very slow on the old used car market on eBay at the moment. But there's a few more bits on there. Ah, yes. There we go. Now, how much does that thing weigh? Ooh, that's relatively weighty. Okay, so after much umming and ahhing, we've decided where we're going to put them. And we're going to go where I didn't really want to put them, but... So, these are the bumps. And when I've looked at other pictures of other Focus rally cars and what they've done, they've put... It looks like they've put theirs exactly there. So that's going to be fine. So, the hole is already there. We'll get some nice big washers on that. That can sit out there. And then, when that's on... So we still have that damping effect, if you like, of the bonnet sat against something rubbery. I've got this pipe that was off the air conditioning that I took out, so that can sleeve that and sit exactly where we need it, so we can cut that a bit later. So first of all, let's get these in. So that's interesting. They went in, okay, they're there, job done. But these are a cheap alloy, and so when you tighten that, it basically strips the thread on the nut the other side. So these will do temporarily, because I have got some decent actual steel ones coming, but we're still going to use those because I was going to have yellow, but I think we're going to go black instead of stainless because there's nothing else. Well, we'll see when the stainless one comes, but yeah, I think we'll go black in the end. But now we can mark these. Lower the bonnet down, and that'll mark the bonnet. You may be asking, what are you going to use to mark that? Well, I'm actually using salad cream, because that's all I had. So a bit of that right on the top there, like that. I've got far too much salad cream, but need a bit more on there. Let's put a bit more on there. Right, let's make the mark. Okay, it worked. I need to act fast before it drips. So this is obviously, in this section, there are 2 layers to the bonnet. So this first one, I'm going to use a 20mm bit, I think, just to cut a circle out there, and the same the other side. Nice. Now we've got that hole, we can again use the power of salad cream, and we'll mark that, and then we'll make another hole, and hopefully these should then poke out the bonnet. There we have a mark, and then we'll deburr all this, and I've actually got a little bit of red paint I can put around them both sides, just to stop that corroding. Because of the way the bonnet falls and it's on an angle, I can't go straight through. So where the dot is, there, we shall make a hole. Oops. With that pilot, we'll then come through from the top. Oh. Okay. Well, that's rather rude, isn't it? Do you know how you stop that? So you do it up as tight as you can go, and then turn it back and it stops it, which obviously I didn't do that time. Nice. I get that. Oh no, I've lost a bit. I've lost the bit. We're forever going to have a rattle in the bonnet there. But if we remove this, it should now fall through. It's slightly adjusting, but this one is exactly where you want it. Okay, so these things are absolute rubbish, so be looking forward to those stainless steel ones coming, but for the time being I think we can mark up where we're going to put these things. And I was hoping to pop rivet them, but I think if there's something under there in the way, it may have to be the screws that they've provided. Right, okay, we're going to have to measure. This one is the most important one, back down to there. So they are all marked up. I've gone with a really small hole in case I go for some self-tappers. So the next thing for me to do is just, I'm going to leave those bits for the moment until I know what I'm doing. But here, these ones, I'm going to smarten these up. Just put a bit of paint around them, just so they don't rust prematurely. Okay, so look at these, don't they look better? Maybe not the application. Get rid of that. So these are the new stainless steel ones that came, made by a company called Greyston. The other ones said they were Demon Tweaks, but I doubt that somehow. So they're in, and then the art to getting those just perfect is using a big metal finessing machine. So let's see how it closes. Oh, it misses it perfectly. And that one totally misses it, doesn't scrape anywhere. So what I've done inside, I've painted it, which has come off a bit there, with the in and out, of trying to get that right. And I've also put wax down there. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of wax around these holes. So the next thing we can do is get the catches on. Okay, hopefully I'm shielding you from the wind, but there we go. They are on. We've gone for the screws, because they seem to hold really well. The holes are small enough that if these come loose, we can look for an alternative, which may be pop rivets, but hopefully they'll be fine. So the next thing, the last thing, is sorting out some rubber stops for it. Perfect. They give me just the right amount of spring. When you close it, you can push it down a bit, push the catches in, and then it just springs up, sits nice. So the last thing we want to do, obviously, we don't want to catch anymore, but if I simply unplug this, will it tell me that the bonnet is constantly open inside the car? If it is, then we need to probably catch it and then remove that catch. So I'll have a little play and I'll get back to you. Well, that's an unexpected surprise, but good news. I managed to just unplug that and started the car up, took the handbrake off, and there's no warning sign to say that the door is open, which is great. So now we've got a nice bit of space there, because this has to stay there, because even though I've taken these two bolts out, it's actually spot welded on. So that is not coming out of there.